Hello, me and Paul, my mate Paul, we've gone and done something. We bought a Mini. It's on the back, we towing it. A-frame. So just went and got it stocked in. Didn't cost us a lot of money. It's got a few things wrong with it, and I'll show you when we get back. Cheers. What do you think about it, Paul? Fabulous, fabulous. It's got to be mint. So I'm on the Mini today. There was a few cords that came up yesterday, but I deleted them down because the guy replaced, apparently replaced the thermostat, and we had cords for the temperature sensor, and the fan was kicking in non-stop, and it wouldn't switch off. As soon as you put the key in, it was on, until I deleted the cords, and now it's working normal. So like, as soon as I put the key in, turn the ignition on, like that, the fan would kick in, like that. Yeah, the fan would kick in and it'd be on now, and it wouldn't go out. So I had to delete them down and then start again. She's running really rough, like it's the Vanos solenoids, but apparently it's at a new one. But I need to do another adaptation on it. The radio's not working either. Radio's not coming on. So I've pressed that on, nothing's working. Have I got that? I haven't even got the ignition on. I'm scanning it. Yeah, radio's not turning on. There's no power there. Nothing's working. I've checked all the fuses as well. They all fine. Right guys, I'm on with, I've got the radio out. I tested power. We had power and ground to it. And it's pressing these buttons and I can't find, it wasn't working whatsoever, so I thought, let's get it apart, have a look and see if we can see anything. So it looks like there's two screws there that remove this, but there's I want to see if I can remove this fascia, because it looks like there's a ribbon there. So it doesn't look like I can get in there, so I'll remove the ribbon from this first. So it's a posi drive. We'll take these little screws out and clips there. Is that us? Right, it's a ribbon there, so if I pop that back, that ribbon should come out. And so is there another, I think there's another ribbon there. Yeah. I'm sure there's another ribbon on there, so I might have to have a look at that as well. You can just see through there's a ribbon, so I might have to have a look at that as well after I smash this in. I've checked that fuse is fine, so let's round off that screw. You can see that now, that screw. Someone's had a go at that. So let's have a look. So we've got one screw at the top, another screw here at the back, that's round. Might not get this. Yeah, we got it. There's another screw just here at the front. There's a couple on the front as well, so see if they have to come off as well. There's one in the back. There's none on the bottom. So yeah, it looks like them two on the front need to come out as well. So all we're going to do is we're going to have a look inside, see if there's any obvious signs of damage, check the caps, see if there's any blown capacitors. That's all we can do really. Let's see how this comes off. Well, that's just come off. No, it's just wondering if that'll just pop off there. Looks like it will. Yeah. Pop off. Right. I see some rust. I think that comes out there. It's 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll try and take that out. See at the back. Should be oh. What connects there? Right, let's take this out. Screw you as well. At the back. I knew that popped out. So that's obviously the power supply, isn't it? So we can test all them caps there. I'm not an expert when it comes to circuit boards, but I took it all apart again because I think the buttons are fine, because I've just looked online and I reckon the buttons could be a problem with the buttons. So I put my plug meter on worms and I found an SMD just down, it's down here somewhere. There, I think that's next one, but a MOSFET, I think it is, I'm not sure, but it's got an F on it, and the only thing I can think of it's with an F on is fuse. But if we go onto either side of that, it's open line. It's open. So I'm kind of thinking, is that a fuse? So I'm kind of thinking it is a fuse. So I might have to. I'll do a bit more research, but I think that is a fuse. Why would it have F on? You know, and I can't find anything else on it online. So I'll see if I can find another one, and then if I can, I'll change it. I really thought I was recording before. I don't know how far I got, but 2 seconds, guys. All the switches back together. I've checked them again. Switches are fine. So what I did was I put it on continuity, went on the switches, pressed the button, and then it beeped. So you know the switches are good. I've done it again. So anyway, I need to put these away because I keep dropping them out. So then straight away I was getting power to the top board. I was getting power to every board. I was getting between 2 and 4 volts on each board. So it was kind of what was going on, because I'm getting power there. Just I couldn't understand what was happening. Oh, I've got to bring them up again. Where are we at? So I couldn't understand what was going on, so I thought I'm gonna have a look at this circuit board again. This one. So I went through, so took it all apart again. Went through the circuit board. I'll show you. Like went through the circuit board. Looked at all the caps again, tested the caps, put it on ohms on me fluke. Pull this out. And I went on the back side here, and I was going around testing all these with ohms reading. And I came across a little SMD just here, and it had an F on, and I've never seen one before, so the only thing I could think of what the F was a fuse. So I tested it with the ohms reading and it was saying open circuit, so it's a lot smaller than that. The only one I could find was like a bit bigger, off another circuit board. So I took that one off, soldered that one on, and yeah, it's burst into life. I'll show you again. Like, I think the camera went off when I was doing it. So yeah, just a small little SMD fuse. So I'm just putting everything back together. I'm going to get all this together and I'll show you how to put this back together. Right, so you got your circuit board back in, you've got this back in, you've got it back down, you've got this panel here, so this one just goes in here. It's got 2 screws, they're all near enough the same size. You keep these ones over here because they're off the other panels. So put these 2 screws in. Right, you've got your heatsink to go on now. I'll put some more stuff on that. The only stuff I've got. and they're your longest screws, your really long ones, or your 3 really long ones. Get that lined up. Yeah, I think that's going in. So your 3 long ones go along here, and they don't go really tight. So, and then 2 shorter ones on either side. So your 3 ones go in there, 2 shorter ones. I've lost one, so I'll have to find it in a bit. I can do that whenever. So you get 3 along there, 2 shorter ones in there. So now you want to come to here. You've got 2 go there, and it's the ones with like the washer, with a type washer head on it. There you go in there. That's them. So now you want your front. I think that goes in that way, because what your DVD, your CD player sits on top of them, on them bits there. So you just got to make sure this front panel's in first, because that sits on top of it. So you put them in there, so they go in there like that. So that front panel's in now. Let's set that up, but it's hard to try and line it up with that connection. You need to make sure it actually goes in. So what I try and do is I pull up on it. If I can feel it, it's stiff, then it's in. So you get another 2 other screws, and these go down the front. All these ones here that go around it, relatively, they're all the same size basically. And then you've got 2 at the back as well, so I'll just go across so I know it's lined up at the front and the back. So that's all them in now. Now it's just the lid to go on. Where did I put the lid? So, how did that go again? Like that. So you got them 2 go to the front. But one of my screws was round off, so there's 3 screws. One of mine was round off, so I'm going to have to find one. So find another one. You've also got one right at the back there, where that connection is. So you put that in. There we go. Like I say, you should have another one for there, but I don't, so I'm going to have to try and find one. No, it's worked. There we go. Right, that's that bottom part back together. So it's basically the top part now. Oh, do you know what I haven't done? There should be a ribbon goes through there. I'm going to have to take it all back apart. There's a ribbon that goes in. I haven't put it in. I've left it on here. Guys, make sure you pull that ribbon through. I'll see if I can get it in without taking it back apart. Yeah, it's in. So if you forget to put it in, you can get it in. These two screws go in the front. Let's get them in straight. That's one. That's two. There we go. So then we need to feed this back in. Just push it either side. And you can normally tell when it's in. Yeah, it's in. Right, I'm going to go back on the front now. Yeah. So you get your 4 screws. Right, on the back, the power is 15 and the earth is 21. So I'll get my power up, which is 15 and then 21 earth. Or you could just connect the earth to there and we know it's working. There we go, all works. My switch is working, these are working. Yeah. Menu. Yeah. Colin not asked about that. Yeah, it's called dealer. I don't even know where you go back. You can go onto each circuit board up, test that fuse. Now you know which one it is. Test that. And then if that fails, you want to test your switches. You might have to change these over. And that's it. Alright, so there we have it. It's in. It works.
First, we're going to
everything else works. But that button works. That does. That does. I don't know what M is for. Tune, fine tune. Audio, yeah. Menu, yeah. I know if the phone works, and yeah, like I say, the volume works. I don't know if that does anything. I don't think that's connected to anything that. So I tested it yesterday. But yeah, that's it, fixed. That little SMD. So that's how we do it, guys.